Hey guys, welcome back. Today in this video, we'll look into the dictionary comprehension. In the last few videos, we have seen list comprehension and also we have a video on the set comprehension. So now let's see how we use dictionary and the dictionary comprehension. So in Python dictionary, for dictionary we use these curly braces and here we have a key and a value. Okay, these keys are unique and then we can give the values. So let's do one thing. First, I'm going to create a list, and this list is going to have multiple names: John, Jane. Then I can give Sid, and let's give another name, Baba. Now let's do one thing. I'm going to first do the list comprehension. So here we'll say L1, and let's do loop. We'll loop over the name. So this is called our source for name names, and then we can just use name as the action and print L1. So we have all the name here. Now let's do the same thing with the dictionary. So I'm going to call this D1, and here we are going to use curly braces. Let's loop over this list for name in names, and here we are going to print name, and I have to print D1. So we have this list which we have got through this list comprehension, and then through this dictionary comprehension we have this dictionary here: John, Baba, Sid, and name. But these are the curly braces. But in dictionary comprehension we have keys and values. So we can here say name and name. Now if I run this, we have John as a name, as a key also, and the value also. So we are just saying this key and the value over this list. So here we have the John and John, Jane and Jane, and Sid and Sid. Now I'm going to comment out this and this. So we have this list, sorry, this dictionary comprehension here, John and John. Here we can perform different operations and we can use built-in method. So if I say something like title and run this, we have John in the title, and here we say upper, so we have values in the uppercase. So this is our key, what we have here, and these are our values in the uppercase: John, Jane, Sid, and Baba. Okay, in the list we only had one element, and so here we only had this one element, but here we have the key also and the value also. Now also these keys are unique. Okay, so I cannot have a key again like Baba. If I say this and if I run this, see here in the list we have 5 elements, but here we only have 4 elements because we cannot have a duplicate key. So this has been removed. But if I print the list and the list comprehension, we have the 5 element. Okay, so always remember that all the keys in the dictionary are unique. We cannot have a duplicate value. And here we are performing some operation, whatever we want to do. We can create a built-in function, or we can use a built-in function. We can create a user-defined function, whatever we want. Now let's do another example. So we'll create a list again, numbers 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Here we are going to call this D2, and inside the curly braces for number in numbers. This is our source, and action is number, but we want the keys and values, so number colon number. Now I'm going to print D2, So we have 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, and 50. Now let's do something here. So this value we have value, let's multiply 10. And now if I run this, so we have all the values from this list. Now with the we have multiplied these list elements with the 10. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Same way we can do something with the number also. So what if I say number divided by 2? Let's see. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. Or what I can do is, let's say float number. Okay, so we have the keys in the floats and then values multiplied by 10. So this is our action, this is our source. Here I can also give a condition. If number is greater than 20 and we run it. So now we only have values which are greater than 20. Again, if I add an element which is already in the list, and let's say 20. So right now the numbers have 5 elements, but here if I say, or maybe I'll say 30, because we are using a condition here. So we have these elements 30, 40, and 50. But here, if you see, we have 230, but in the dictionary, we will only have a unique key. Okay. So I'll remove this. Now here, this is the condition, this is the source, and this is the action. But we have, because we have keys and values, so we are performing actions on keys also and the values also. Okay. So right now we are using the list. Let's do this with the dictionary. So I'll create a dictionary here now. And I'm going to call this products. And let's call this product laptops. So we have 20 laptops. Then I'm going to call books. And we have, let's say, 35 books. We want to call phones. So these are our keys, and then we have 25 phones, and let's call cards. So, or we can give here in the cards, let's call 10. Okay, so these laptop, books, phones, these are our value keys, and these are our values. Okay, and these are the unique values, remember. So these are just laptop and the quantity of the laptop. This is the product dictionary. Now let's first print products. So we have the whole dictionary here. Now in the dictionary we have different operations. So if I say something like items and run this, we have a list of here, let's say dict items, list of these elements in the dictionary. We also have print here products dot keys. So we get the list of the keys, and then we also have here product values. So now we have the list of the values. Okay, so these are the three methods we have. Let's comment out these, and we are going to now perform some list comprehension on these key values. So let's call this T3, and we'll say, let's iterate over the products. So we say for key value in products dot items, because we want to iterate over both. Okay, and here we can just say key value. Now if I run this and print it D3, let's see what happens. So we have the key value, key value, key value, and key value. okay, because I'm using items here. Now if I only want to have one only keys or value, I can do the same also. So I'll say d3 here, and for key in products dot keys, and let's run this. Sorry, I have to use key here. So we get all the keys, and in the same way I can also say values, and let's use value here, value. And now if I run this, we get all the values. Okay, so I'll remove this. So now we have key and the value here, laptops box, and all these details are there. So that's how we perform a dictionary comprehension on the a dictionary. Here again, if I want to say value, and let's do -1, and if I run this, so we get values where we have reduced the one element. And if I want to use a condition here, I can say if key starts with, and let's say P, and if I run this, we have phones. So what we are doing here is we are saying if a key starts with P letter, then just perform these things here. So we have phones. So that's how we use the dictionary comprehension. Now this is a very simple example. In the next video, we'll look into further, and we'll look into the complicated examples also. So I think I've explained everything here. Now again, if I want to do the key, and if I say upper here, I can do the same. We have seen this. So we have phones here. I'll remove this for now. Okay, and then whatever we want to do with the value, we can do it here. But we'll see how to use user defined function and the built-in function later on. So this was first initial video on the dictionary comprehension. Thank you for watching.